So this is the North Face Borealis Trail backpack. So unlike the Borealis, the North Face Borealis Trail has some interesting, unique features. So first is this center zip that goes right down the middle and opens up to this pocket here. And I'll talk about what I might use that for in a little bit. The bungee system on the front does not run across the center because of the center zips. At first I thought, how am I going to use this effectively, especially since it's not one big system, but two separate narrow systems. But again, I found that if I take the excess bungee that kind of hangs off, and what I did is I wrapped it around this section of bungee here and then circled it through these additional two loops here on both sides. And that creates something I can just kind of easily pull on and slip something in. So let's say I've got a light jacket that I'm taking to work. Let me try and shove it in there. So give me a second here. So I just lift it up and I'm gonna just pull it through and good enough. So I can lift it up. There's my jacket. And again, all I really need to do is I need it to be there as I walk from my office to the car. So it goes in and out pretty easily. Just pull it out, there you go. So again, all I did was really just kind of grab this and shove it in there. Let it go. So I actually find that pretty convenient. Another big difference is if you look on the straps, and this I think is one of the coolest features for me, is these straps have these pockets built in. So there is this sort of light mesh flexible pocket that's got a zipper here. And this is a pretty big pocket. You can actually fit your phone in here. And sometimes when I get out of the car, I'll be still listening to a podcast and I could actually slip my phone in here and just keep listening to the podcast because the speaker is kind of right there at my chest. So as I'm walking to my office, I can finish the podcast. I know these are all really like niche-y things for me as a high school teacher, but I really love it. So here's my car keys. So I love that while I'm wearing this, I can just open this up, easily slide my keys in there. Again, one-handed, and zip that up, and I'm good to go. So I can easily swap my keys in and out. They're nice and secure. They're not going to fall out. Again, I could stick my phone in there, but I'm not going to do it because I'm using my phone to film this. But what's cool is this pocket actually extends out pretty far. And then when you're not using it, you can kind of tuck it in, and it kind of slides right in there to keep a slimmer profile. There is another pocket here, which has no zipper. It's just kind of a slide-in pocket, and you can use that as well. And it's pretty deep, so things aren't going to like slide out really easily. And if you wanted to, you could probably even take like a little S-clip or something like that and clip it up to this loop here and kind of close that up if you wanted to make it a little more secure. Another thing I really like about this pack is every single strap has these loops to sort of clean up the webbing. A lot of backpacks, just the webbing hangs out and flops around everywhere. These clean up really nicely. Every strap has these loops that you can use to clean up the webbing. There is a waist strap. I honestly think it is a waste of a strap. I kind of wish it wasn't here. And at very least, I wish it was removable, but it's not. But you can clean it up really nicely. This is actually how it comes when you buy it. And it just kind of stays there. When you wear it on your back, you can feel it a little bit against your back, but not much. I don't really find it uncomfortable. The back has this mesh covering for some airflow. Underneath there's some padding and a channel for airflow as well. And then this is also mesh on the back. So fairly cool strap. It's a dense foam. It's not super thick, but I think it's fairly comfortable. Of course, you could stick a hydration system in there and run it through here. I'm not going to be using it for that, but that is there. It is, after all, a trail backpack. As far as the water bottle pockets go, they're nice and long. They are this, again, kind of stretchy mesh. I can fit a full water bottle in there. This is what I typically drink out of. And I can just slide that in. And there you go. And notice again, it goes all the way in there. I like that. It's a pretty deep pocket. Nice and stretchy. Easy to grab when it's on my back. And Easy to pull out. It is really secure. There you go. In terms of compartments, I don't like those admin pockets that have all the different little slots and pockets and all that stuff. I find them kind of cumbersome. What I like about this pack is there's just this one little top pocket here, and that goes to about here. And I like that it's not too deep because I can easily grab stuff. It is not lined with any sort of fuzzy material. It's just the same kind of basic backpack material. I don't mind that. I basically put my AirPods in there, my reading glasses, some cables, an extra pen or two for grading. I just pop it right in there, easy to grab. So if I'm going somewhere to grade, I can easily access that. In the main compartment, there's a loop here. It's not a padded loop, so you're not going to carry it all day like this, but I don't need that. I'm not carrying my backpack like this all the time, but I could hang it up on a doorknob or a hook at my office. So inside, if you kind of pull this open, if you pull it open, you can see that there's basically just a sleeve here where I can slide my laptop. Of course, I use my laptop every single day and every time I'm working as a teacher, so that slides in and out really easily. This is nicely padded, and besides that, there's no big extra fancy pockets here, and honestly, I don't need them. The pocket itself is pretty deep and pretty wide, so I could fit 4 periods worth of grading in there, which sometimes I need to do, and that's it. I got my laptop, my grading, all that stuff. This is my 13-inch MacBook, and again, I can just slide it in here. I'm trying to do this all with one hand. Okay, so that goes in really easily. Sorry, I'm not a professional YouTuber. So that slides in, easy to grab. You can see it's still accessible. Again, false bottom is maybe about right there. So well above the bottom of the pack. So that's good for not damaging the laptop. And then if I wanted to shove like grading and stuff in there, I'll just shove this in here to represent piles of paper. So here's like a 1-inch binder. Let's say here's another stack of papers. There's all my stuff. So it holds quite a lot. I'll go ahead and leave that in there just to kind of show what happens when it's full. I actually like that I can kind of zip it with one hand. Okay. All right, and there you go. It's all in there. Easy to grab. Slip on my back. Good to go. All right, so this central zip. So right now the backpack's reasonably full. All right. Now, that's no small lunch. So with everything in there, let's see if I can get this in that central pocket. So, okay, there's that. There's that. And can I close it? Yep. So that's all zipped up. Good to go. Okay. So there's my backpack with all my stuff and my lunch. I pull that open. It's a pretty tight fit, but still works. So this is actually a pretty convenient pocket. I actually like that it's easy to access. It kind of goes deep down in here. It comes out a bit, so it doesn't take up additional space inside. So I find that super convenient, actually. All right, guys, 15-minute review of the Borealis Trail. Thought I'd throw it up on YouTube since no one else seems to be doing that. You do not need to like, you do not need to subscribe. I am not a YouTuber. I just wanted to put this out there for anyone that's interested. Okay, go teachers.